Elon Musk personally requested to meet you. Open this message quickly. This is not a coincidence. This is not an accident. Something sacred is happening right now. Before you even realize the full weight of what this means, understand this. This is not about fame, success, or recognition. This is about God moving in your life in a way that is so divine, so specific, so undeniable, that even the people you thought would never notice you are now being drawn toward the light of God in you. When you hear the words, Elon Musk personally requested to meet you, let it sink deep into your spirit that this is symbolic of something greater. It is a prophetic picture of favor, elevation, divine recognition, and being chosen when no one expected it. This is about how God marks His people in plain sight. This is your moment to feel it, to believe it, to embrace it. Please take a second and comment, Amen, if your heart believes what it's hearing right now. When God decides to showcase His glory through someone's life, He doesn't ask for permission. He doesn't check resumes. He doesn't consult people's opinions. He simply moves. When God's hand is on you, it will not matter who tried to overlook you, bypass you, underestimate you, or block your progress. They will end up watching the glory of God lift you higher, just like Joseph in the prison was lifted to the palace. When God calls your name, even kings must listen. Even billionaires must respond. Even the powerful become small in the presence of God's divine authority. And when you see that phrase, Elon Musk personally requested to meet you, it is not about the man, but the message. It is about the God who is reminding you, I have not forgotten you. You have been walking through a season where it felt like nothing was moving, nothing was shifting, and prayers were bouncing back like echoes in an empty room. But this right here, is the beginning of a new chapter. This is God whispering to your soul, I see you. I've been preparing a table for you, and the hour has come. You might not have had the connections. You might not have had the resources. But heaven has always had your name on the scrolls of favor. You were never hidden from God. And now He is allowing the world to see what He has always known about you. Like David, you were in the fields, unseen by people, but fully visible to heaven. While others walked past you, God was watching every step you took, every tear you cried, every moment you didn't give up. And now, your name is being called forward. Not because you chased it. Not because you schemed for it. But because favor has located you. You are being remembered. You are being summoned. You are being honored. And that moment, that prophetic image of someone like Elon Musk requesting to meet you, is God's way of showing you just how powerful His divine reversal is. What was once out of reach is now walking toward you. What once ignored you is now recognizing the God in you. Please, if this speaks to you, take a moment and like this video. Let it be your way of saying, God, I receive this. You may not understand how it will happen. You may not see any signs around you that this could even be real. But remember, every miracle begins where logic ends. Every testimony begins where pain once lived. Every divine elevation begins in silence before the world sees it. The truth is, your story has already been written in heaven, and it ends in victory. It ends in beauty. It ends with glory. And this is just the beginning. This message is a reminder that your life is not ordinary. You were not meant to blend in. You were never created to walk in circles. God has designed your journey with moments of divine encounter that shake everything around you and reposition you for something bigger than you ever imagined. Comment 1111 if you believe this is your time of divine alignment. Heaven has its eyes on you. Angels have been assigned to your name. Grace is flowing toward you like a river that cannot be stopped. You didn't have to chase it. You just had to trust. And that trust has brought you to this moment, right here, where prophetic words meet your heart like rain falling on dry ground. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not late. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, and now the winds are shifting. The doors are opening. The people who once doubted you will wonder how this happened. And you'll smile with tears in your eyes because you'll know, this was God. Never forget how suddenly God moves. Never forget how instantly He can change everything. One conversation, one connection, one open door can shift decades of delay. That is what this message represents. It is a glimpse of what happens when heaven says, it's time. All the years you sowed in silence. All the prayers you whispered when no one knew what you were going through. All the pain you carried quietly while still showing up in faith. It wasn't wasted. God saw it all, and He is answering in ways that will leave you in awe. You were never invisible to Him. God is lifting you now, not because of your strength but because of His mercy. He is pouring out blessings that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. You are not at the mercy of people's opinions anymore. You are walking in the confidence that comes from being chosen by the King of Kings. He has sent favor ahead of you. He has prepared hearts to receive you. He has ordered your steps into rooms you never dreamed of entering. Even if you feel small, even if you feel broken, the Spirit of God within you is rising up with boldness, declaring, you were made for more. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. This is not just a moment to feel encouraged. This is a moment to recognize the shift. This is a call to believe again. This is a reminder that the same God who lifted Esther, who protected Daniel, who promoted Joseph, and who walked with David, is the same God who walks beside you now. The world may see you as ordinary, but heaven sees you as royalty. The world may not understand why your name is being called, but that's because they don't know the battles you've fought in private. They didn't see the nights you cried out to God when no one was watching. That image of Elon Musk personally requesting to meet you carries something sacred, and you must understand this. It is not about Elon Musk, it is about how God can make even the most unexpected people, those with power and influence, move at His command when He decides to place His spotlight on you. When God favors you, He causes doors to open that no one can shut, and He causes voices of the earth to echo His decision to raise you up, even when the world tried to bury you in silence. The season you're walking into is not a result of your qualifications, nor is it an outcome of people's approval. It is born from the secret moments you spent in prayer when no one was watching, the broken nights you worshipped through your tears, and the days you chose faith over fear when everything inside of you was trembling. The meeting being requested is not a meeting of fame, it is a meeting of prophecy. It represents the call of God reaching into your current situation, interrupting your routine, and saying, "I have chosen you for something greater." You may have walked through years of rejection, but rejection was not your enemy. It was God's redirection. It was His way of reserving you for a divine time such as this. Please comment 222 if you trust that God's timing is unfolding for you right now. There is something so holy about the way God works. He allows you to be underestimated so He can raise you without owing anyone an explanation. He allows your process to feel quiet, almost invisible, so that when the manifestation comes, only His name will get the glory. You don't need the approval of crowds when you already have the attention of heaven. The calling over your life is too heavy to be carried by human praise. It must be carried by grace, and grace alone. And that is why He has preserved you. That is why the doors that others walked through didn't open for you. It was not denial, it was divine preservation. You are being set apart, not set aside. God does not prepare ordinary people for extraordinary moments. He prepares chosen ones in silence, in wilderness, in stretching, in tears, in battles no one sees. And then, just like that, He reveals you. Just like that, He calls you forward. Just like that, your name begins to surface in conversations you never knew existed. The same way He placed Esther in the palace, the same way He allowed Pharaoh to dream and then pointed Joseph out, is the same way He is positioning your name to be spoken in rooms you haven't entered yet. It may feel like everything has been still, but what you don't see is that God has been orchestrating movement behind the veil. Heaven has been writing the next chapter while you were still waiting for a word. This is not just about elevation. This is about divine alignment. This is about walking into the fullness of what was spoken over your life. Maybe people forgot you. Maybe they moved on. Maybe they didn't believe in what God showed you. But the one who authored your story has never turned His back on you. And when He says it's time, not even the most powerful people can stop the rising of your name, not because of who you are, but because of whose you are. You belong to the Most High God, and He does not forget what He plants. He waters it in silence until it bursts forth in power. God is bringing restoration to every place of loss. He is bringing recognition to every place of rejection. He is bringing acceleration to every place of delay. And this message, this moment, is not for entertainment, it is a divine signal. It is a heavenly alarm clock telling your spirit to get up again, to believe again, to expect again. Because you are not done. You are not forgotten. And your greatest moments are not behind you. They are coming like waves of mercy, like winds of promise, like songs from heaven echoing your name into a season of favor. You may be thinking, "I'm not qualified." But God does not use those who are qualified. He qualifies those He chooses. And when He chooses you, He puts His Spirit in you so that your weakness becomes the place where His strength is made perfect. Even if you feel broken right now, even if you're tired and don't have the words to pray, God is still moving. His plan for you has not expired. His word over your life is still active. And just like that image of someone powerful reaching out to you, God is sending confirmation after confirmation that your name is rising, your purpose is awakening, and your time is now. Please comment 333 to declare your faith over your life, even if it's only a mustard seed right now. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Even when you cannot see it, heaven is always at work. Sometimes the breakthrough comes disguised as a whisper. Sometimes the miracle comes wrapped in silence. But it is coming. It always comes. And right now, your soul needs to receive this truth. You are worthy. You are chosen. You are divinely seen. The waiting has not been wasted. The pain has not been pointless. God is turning every tear into oil. He is turning every wound into wisdom. And He is building you into a vessel that will carry His glory in ways that leave people speechless. Do not shrink. Do not hide. Do not run from the calling because it feels too big. It feels big because it is. And that is why you need God to carry it with you. You were never meant to do it alone. You were never meant to strive. You were meant to abide. Stay in His presence. Stay in His word. Stay in the posture of expectancy. Because what is coming will not make sense to those who only see with natural eyes. But you are called to walk by faith. You are called to believe before you see. You are called to expect miracles because you serve the God who writes them. The divine message you received, Elon Musk personally requesting to meet you, is not to inflate your ego. It is to stir your spirit. It is to awaken your heart to the reality that nothing is impossible when God writes your name into the script of heaven's plans. You may have been overlooked by people, but you were always handpicked by God. You may have felt last, but He has called you first. You may have been waiting long, but now, the weight is shifting. The moment is here. God is breathing over your life again, and He is saying, rise. This is who you are. And that message, Elon Musk personally requested to meet you, is not just about a meeting. It is about divine recognition. It is about how God brings honor to those who have walked with Him in humility, how He lifts the heads of those who bowed in surrender, how He makes room for His children in places their feet have never touched. It is a prophetic image of elevation that comes not from man but from God. This is your reminder that God has not forgotten the seeds you planted in faith, the sacrifices you made in silence, and the prayers you whispered in the dark. He has seen your heart, and now He is responding in a way that you never expected. He is allowing favor to find you in unfamiliar places, and he is causing your name to be spoken in conversations you were never a part of. This is not about status. It is about spiritual alignment. It is about your destiny calling you forward into rooms prepared by heaven. When you least expected it, when you thought the door had closed, heaven whispered, "Now." Please comment 555 if you feel something stirring in your spirit right now. You don't have to understand how it will all unfold. You don't need to figure out the details. All you need to do is trust the one who holds the plan. God has already gone ahead of you. He has already arranged divine encounters, orchestrated connections, and cleared paths. He is not asking you to force anything. He is asking you to rest in Him. He is asking you to believe again. The winds are shifting. The season is changing. And the oil that was placed upon your life long ago is beginning to pour out. There are moments when God interrupts the ordinary to declare something holy. This is one of those moments. This message you are hearing is not random. It is not entertainment. It is a call. A summons. A divine invitation into deeper trust, higher faith, and greater purpose. You have been hidden for a reason. God was shaping you in secret because what He is about to reveal through your life needed depth. It needed foundation. It needed endurance. And now, because you didn't give up, because you stayed the course, He is lifting you in His perfect time. This elevation is not about being known. It's about being used. It's about becoming a vessel for something bigger than you. God is trusting you with this next level because He knows your heart is anchored in Him. He knows you will give Him the glory. And that is why this moment is sacred. That is why this message is not to be taken lightly. Heaven is moving, and you are part of the story. The calling over your life is unfolding in ways that are bigger than your imagination, and yet, it all begins with your willingness to say yes. Please comment 1212 if your heart says yes to the will of God, even when you don't know what it looks like. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far behind. The God who holds time in His hands has never been in a hurry, but He has never been late. He knows exactly when to move. He knows exactly when to open the door. And when He does, it happens suddenly. Suddenly, the waiting ends. Suddenly, the heaviness lifts. Suddenly, the favor appears. Suddenly, the people who never saw you now see God in you. And that's what this moment is. It's a suddenly moment. A divine shift that breaks the silence of your waiting and announces, it's time. This is your time to believe again. To stand again. To hope again. You didn't survive all those battles just to stay where you are. God didn't pull you through the fire just to leave you in the ashes. You were preserved for purpose. You were kept for glory. And the message that came to you, this strange, unusual, divine message, is proof that something sacred is near. It's a sign. A signal. A divine interruption that carries the fragrance of heaven's plans over your life. And all God is asking is that you receive it. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity, fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Even if your mind tries to doubt, let your spirit hold on. Even if the evidence around you looks the same, know that things are moving in the spirit long before they show up in the natural. That's how God works. He moves in quietness. He prepares in hiddenness. He plants where no one sees, and then, in one divine moment, the harvest bursts forth. You are stepping into that moment. You may feel small. You may feel like nothing has changed. But the truth is, everything is changing, even now. The favor has been released. The doors are being unlocked. The people God will use to bless you have already been positioned. You don't have to strive for what is already yours. You don't have to chase what has been divinely assigned. Just keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep believing. Keep showing up with your faith, no matter how small it feels. Because God is doing what only He can do. He is writing a story that will leave no doubt about who carried you. And one day soon, you'll look back and realize, every delay was divine, every rejection was protection, every detour was direction. It was all leading to this. You may not have a platform. You may not have influence. You may not have connections. But what you do have is the favor of God. And that is more powerful than anything the world could offer. That favor is what makes the impossible possible. That favor is what places your name before people you've never met. That favor is what causes doors to open without you touching the handle. And that's what this message is about. A shift in your life that has nothing to do with what you've done and everything to do with who God is. So breathe. Let go of the pressure to make it happen. Let go of the fear that it won't. God's plan will not fail. His promise will not return void. What He started in you, He will finish. The recognition may come through a name like Elon Musk, but the glory will belong to God alone. He is the one who orchestrates the unthinkable. He is the one who calls things that are not as though they are. He is the one who chooses the lowly and makes them shine like the sun. And He is doing it in your life right now. Not about fame. Not about status. But about the undeniable, unstoppable favor of God falling on someone who has been faithfully waiting in the shadows. You have not been invisible to God. You have been hidden. And there is a difference. Being hidden means you are being prepared for something greater. This is the season where the hidden ones are being revealed. The ones who were overlooked are now being called by name. The ones who were ignored are now being noticed. And not because people suddenly changed, but because God has decided it is time. This divine message of someone like Elon Musk personally requesting to meet you is not about celebrity. It's about prophecy. It's about God showing you, when I lift you, no one can stop it. You are not being elevated for attention. You are being elevated because heaven sees in you what the world has not yet recognized. Please comment 777 if you feel in your spirit that something big is shifting for you right now. You've carried dreams that no one understood. You've fought battles that no one saw. You've walked through valleys with your hands lifted in surrender, even when your heart was breaking. And God saw every moment. He heard every prayer. He caught every tear. You were never alone. Even in your silence, His presence was there. Even in your confusion, His hand was steady. And now, He is showing you that all of it mattered. Nothing was wasted. Not the delays. Not the detours. Not the pain. All of it was preparation for what is now being released over your life. This is not a season of small things. This is a season of divine revealing. This is where God steps in and says, "Let them see what I have done." This is where the words you spoke in faith become your testimony. This is where the doors that were once closed begin to open without you even knocking. This is what it looks like when God honors the oil you carried in secret. When He rewards the worship you gave through tears. When He lifts you because your heart stayed low. And the beauty of it all is that you never had to force it. You just had to believe. This message is coming to you now not to stir your emotions but to awaken your spirit. God is calling you higher. He is reminding you of His promises. He is breaking every lie that told you you were forgotten, every fear that said you missed your moment. You didn't miss it. It's been reserved. And heaven is now releasing what has been held for you. The connections, the favor, the opportunities, they are not random. They are assigned. And they are being activated now because your heart has been made ready. Please comment 999 if you feel in your heart that your preparation is about to meet your promise. You've walked through seasons where you felt like nothing was moving. But what you didn't see was that roots were growing deeper. Faith was being formed. Endurance was being developed. And now, because your roots are strong, the fruit will be lasting. This blessing will not come and go. This favor will not fade. Because it's not built on appearance. It's built on obedience. You have followed God when it cost you. You have loved people when it hurt. You have forgiven when you were wronged. And heaven has not ignored any of it. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique, developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before. From debt to luxury, faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. There is a shifting happening right now in the spirit. It may not look like much on the outside, but the heavens are moving. God is repositioning hearts. He is softening those who once rejected you. He is preparing divine appointments that will accelerate your destiny. And all of it is happening because He is faithful, not because you earned it. This is grace at work. This is mercy overflowing. This is the power of God to take someone like you, flawed, human, still healing, and place them in a moment that only He could design. There are going to be people who won't understand how your name is suddenly rising. They will question it. They will wonder why it was you and not someone else. But what they won't understand is that your elevation is not a surprise to heaven. It was written. It was sealed. And it is unfolding now because the timing is right. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to prove your worth. Just keep walking in humility. Keep moving with faith. Keep letting God open the doors. Because when He opens them, they cannot be shut. You've come through too much to give up now. You've seen too many signs to doubt now. And even if fear tries to whisper, even if anxiety tries to creep in, remember who called you. Remember who holds your future. Remember that God never begins a thing He does not intend to finish. You are not here by accident. You are here by divine design. And this moment, this message, is part of your unfolding story. A story that will show the world what happens when God breathes on a life surrendered to Him. Please comment 1010 if you believe God is finishing what He started in your life. There is a reason you're still standing. A reason your heart still beats with hope. A reason your spirit still stirs at the mention of destiny. Because you were created for more. You were designed to carry glory. You were anointed for impact. And everything you have walked through has been shaping the weight of that calling. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are not too late. The God who controls the seasons knows exactly when to release your harvest. And that release is happening now. Do not let fear shrink your faith. Do not let people's opinions silence your voice. You were not called to fit in. You were called to shine. You were not created to chase what is popular. You were created to carry what is holy. And the world will take notice, not because of you, but because of the presence of God upon you. That is what makes you different. That is what sets you apart. And that is why, in this moment, your name is rising. Not for attention, but for assignment. Not for status, but for purpose. You have been prayed over. You have been covered. You have been protected. Even in the moments you felt most exposed, heaven had you hidden under its wings. And now, because of His timing, you are being brought into visibility. Not to perform. Not to impress. But to reveal the goodness of God. To show that He still lifts the lowly. That He still honors the faithful. That He still chooses the humble. Something in the heavens is stirring. God is whispering that the shift you've been praying for is already in motion. The message that keeps echoing, Elon Musk personally requested to meet you, is more than symbolic. It is a prophetic signpost that divine doors are opening in your direction, not because you chased them, but because you were chosen for them. Please comment 1515 if you believe divine doors are opening for you right now. This moment is not about fame, nor is it about receiving validation from the world. It is about God confirming to you that everything He spoke in the quiet place, every word He whispered when your heart was breaking, is now beginning to take form. The light is shifting toward you. It's not the spotlight of man, but the light of God's glory that reveals what He has placed inside of you. You were not born to be hidden forever. You were not created to merely survive. There is a divine purpose in your steps, and now, those steps are being ordered into places you never imagined. You may not see the full picture yet, but the pieces are coming together. God has been behind the scenes all along, weaving the threads of your obedience, your pain, your perseverance, into something breathtaking. It wasn't always obvious. There were times you felt forgotten. There were moments you almost let go. But the fact that you're still here is proof that grace carried you, and now favor is finding you. You are being seen in ways you never expected. You are being heard in spaces that once ignored you. You are being remembered by a God who never lost sight of you. This moment, this message, is sacred. Not because of whose name it mentions, but because of what it means. It means divine timing. It means heaven's spotlight. It means what has been hidden is being unveiled. You didn't fight through all that pain for nothing. You didn't survive all those battles just to be left behind. God is bringing meaning to every scar, purpose to every valley, and honor to every place you sowed in tears. The world sees success, but heaven sees obedience. And you have been obedient, even when no one noticed, and now heaven is responding. Please comment 1717 if you know in your soul that this is your appointed time. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. God is not sending you into this new season empty-handed. He is sending you with authority, with anointing, and with the confidence of someone who has been refined by fire. You didn't skip the process. You walked through it, even when it hurt. And because of that, your reward is coming not just in material things, but in peace, in clarity, in joy, in restoration. What once broke you will now bless you. What once wounded you will now become your testimony. What once felt like the end was actually a hidden beginning. And now, that beginning is being revealed. There's a weight to what you're stepping into. Not a burden, but a holy responsibility. You will carry what others ran from. You will speak where others stayed silent. You will shine not because of ego, but because of obedience. And as God places you in this next season, know this, it's not just for you. It's for those connected to your destiny. It's for those who need the light you carry. Your story, your voice, your journey is going to unlock hope in someone else. And that is why God is elevating you now. Because He can trust you to carry the weight of glory without letting it crush your heart. You are not being promoted by men. You are being positioned by God. You are being called into rooms that your name couldn't open, but your anointing will. There is no striving needed here. No performing. Just walking, just listening, just trusting. Because when God leads, He provides. When He calls, He equips. And when He says, now, nothing can stand in the way. Your tears have been counted. Your prayers have been heard. Your faith has been honored. And now the fulfillment is unfolding. You are not who you were in the last season. The fear is fading. The shame is lifting. The weight of past failures is breaking off of you. God is doing something new, something fresh, something undeniable. He is speaking your name in the hearts of people you've never met. He is turning eyes toward you that once overlooked you. Not for applause, but for purpose. Not for recognition, but for revelation. You carry something holy. Something heaven deposited. And now is the time for it to be revealed. Please comment Amen if you receive this truth into your spirit right now. There is no power in hell that can cancel what heaven has decreed. There is no delay, no denial, no disappointment that can stop the hand of God when He says it's time. And He is saying it now. He is calling your name. He is opening the heavens over your life. He is breaking the silence with a sound of sudden favor. He is moving swiftly. The same God who lifted Joseph from prison, who crowned Esther in the palace, who restored Job after his loss, is the same God moving in your life today. Do not be afraid of the newness. Do not shrink from the opportunity. Do not second-guess the timing. You are ready. You've been prepared. You've been chosen. Let go of every thought that tells you you're not good enough. Release every voice that told you to stay small. Shake off every memory that tries to hold you hostage. This is a new chapter. This is a divine shift. This is your time to rise with boldness, with faith, with expectation. Because when God says yes, it doesn't matter how many people said no. So walk with your head held high, not because of pride, but because of peace. The kind of peace that comes from knowing God is the one writing your story. He is the one opening the doors. He is the one setting your feet on higher ground. You don't have to strive to make it happen. Just stay close to Him. Just keep your eyes fixed on Him. And watch as everything begins to move in your favor. This is what it looks like when the heavens declare over you, "Well done." This is what it feels like when the weight of waiting is lifted by the wind of His Spirit. You are not just entering a new season. You are walking into prophecy fulfilled. What God promised is becoming your reality. They won't know the years you walked in faith while nothing seemed to change. They won't know how many times you were on the edge of giving up, but still chose to stay. They'll only see the result, but they won't see the root. That's because what God is doing in your life is not based on appearance, but obedience. You have been faithful, and now, heaven is revealing what has been hidden. Please comment 222 if you still believe even when it's hard. That message, Elon Musk personally requested to meet you, might sound strange at first. But when you strip away the name and the fame, it becomes clear what this truly represents. It is about God taking the ordinary and doing something extraordinary with it. It is about heaven's appointment colliding with your timeline. It's about divine exposure. The kind where you didn't promote yourself, but God decided it was time to show the world what He placed inside you. And when He chooses to reveal you, it's not small. It's not silent. It's seen. It's felt. And it shifts the atmosphere around you. This is not just your season of recognition. It's your season of release. Everything that was held up, every promise that seemed delayed, every dream that felt stuck, God is now breathing on it. He is unlocking the flow again. He is shaking the dust off what you buried because you thought it was too late. But the Lord says, I am not late. I am always on time. What you thought was over is only being reborn. What you thought was closed is about to open wider than you ever expected. And when it does, you'll know it wasn't your strength. It wasn't your strategy. It was the hand of God. Please comment, Amen, if you still trust His hand even when you don't understand His ways. Why is the government hiding this 7-second brain ritual from the public? A leaked CIA document just exposed a brain technique so powerful, it's helping people cancel debt and call in wealth within days. Validated by 4 top neuroscience labs, this method is changing everything. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There's a reason this message reached you today. This is more than encouragement. This is your divine confirmation. You were meant to hear this. You were meant to feel the weight of these words in your chest. Not because of hype, but because the Spirit of God is drawing you into deeper surrender. Deeper trust. Deeper expectation. You are not being overlooked. You are not being left out. You are being prepared for the unveiling. And when God unveils what He placed inside you, it doesn't just bless you, it changes others. It shifts generations. It plants seeds in people's spirits that bloom into healing, hope, and wholeness. You've survived the hidden season. The long walk where you didn't see results. The wilderness where the silence was loud. The waiting room where your prayers seemed unanswered. But God was working even then. While you were worrying, He was weaving. While you were doubting, He was designing. And now, everything you walked through is coming together. The broken pieces, the unanswered questions, the lonely nights, they are all forming the backdrop for a beautiful unveiling. The kind of unveiling that makes people say, only God could have done this. This next part of your life will not be explained by human effort. It will not be traced back to networking or credentials. It will not be because of connections or promotions. It will be because of favor. Unshakable, undeniable favor. Favor that puts your name on the hearts of people you've never met. Favor that opens doors you never knocked on. Favor that lifts you higher than you imagined, not so that you can be seen, but so that God can be glorified through your life. Please comment 1111 if you believe His favor is resting on you right now. This is a sacred moment. Don't rush past it. Let it settle deep into your spirit. Let it soak into your bones. You've waited long for this. You've endured for this. And now, you're standing at the edge of something holy. Something new. Something only heaven could arrange. And though it may feel overwhelming, you don't have to figure it all out. You just need to say yes. Yes to the shift. Yes to the call. Yes to the unexpected blessing. Yes to the divine direction. Because when God moves, He doesn't need your permission, just your participation. There's a stillness that comes when you realize you're in God's hands. Not the hands of people. Not the grip of circumstances. But the hands of a God who sees beginning to end, who knows the weight of your heart, who understands your thoughts before you speak them. That's where you are now. Carried. Covered. Chosen. And as you walk into this new season, do it with confidence, not in yourself, but in the one who called you. This confidence is not pride. It's peace. It's that deep knowing in your soul that says, even if I don't feel ready, God is ready. And that's enough. That's how David stepped onto the battlefield with Goliath. That's how Esther stepped into the throne room before the king. That's how Joseph stood before Pharaoh with wisdom that came from above. And that is how you will step into this next season, with courage borrowed from the presence of God. You were not created for fear. You were made for faith. This is not just your moment. This is your mission. There are lives waiting on the other side of your obedience. There are stories that will shift because of your yes. There are doors that will remain closed to others, but they will swing open for you because you carry something that didn't come from man, it came from the throne of God. It came from a place of worship. A place of fire. A place of wrestling. A place of surrender. That is what makes you ready. Please comment 333 if your heart is still saying yes to God's call on your life. No matter how unqualified you feel, no matter how broken your past may be, no matter how long the journey has taken, God's plan still stands. His word still covers you. His mercy still goes before you. And what is coming next will not compare to the pain of what you've endured. The breakthrough is not a dream. It is not a theory. It is reality unfolding before your very eyes. One step at a time. One open door at a time. One divine encounter at a time. And soon, you will see the full picture. Please comment Amen if you receive that your breakthrough has already begun, even if you don't feel it yet. This message, the one wrapped in the idea that Elon Musk personally requested to meet you, is still pressing deep into your heart, not because it's about him, but because of what it represents. It speaks of recognition you didn't ask for, favor you didn't campaign for, doors you didn't have to knock on, and acceleration you couldn't manufacture. God is showing you that He is still the one who causes kings to lose sleep until they've fulfilled His plan for His chosen. He is still the one who wakes people in the middle of the night with your name in their spirit, and they don't even know why. That's the level of favor that's being placed over your life. You may have questioned why you had to go through so many years of silence. Why your name seemed to be forgotten. Why your efforts seemed to be overlooked. But now you can see it wasn't because you were being punished. It was because you were being prepared. Preparation is always private before the promotion becomes public. God had to do a deep work in you. He had to refine your motives. Heal your heart. Break the false identities. And rebuild your spirit so that when the time came, you could carry the blessing without being crushed by it. Please comment 1212 if you believe God is preparing you for something so much bigger than you imagined. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. This preparation has not been easy. You've lost people along the way. You've lost confidence at times. You've battled doubt, wrestled with fear, and stood on the edge of quitting more than once. But still, you stayed. You didn't walk away from your calling. You didn't turn your back on your faith. You didn't bury your promise, even when the pain told you it was dead. That is why you're about to see what few people ever get to witness, the full circle moment where your faith meets your future. Where what you believed in your spirit finally becomes visible in your life. The reward that is coming is not just external. It's not just opportunities or platforms or recognition. It's peace. It's clarity. It's the ability to walk into a room and know that you didn't get there by accident. That you were sent. That your presence is purposeful. That heaven paved the way for this encounter, and now all you have to do is show up in the fullness of who God made you to be. You are not walking in by chance. You are walking in by assignment. This kind of elevation doesn't need you to perform. It needs you to remain. Remain humble. Remain grounded. Remain rooted in the truth that without God, none of it means anything. Because the people He is calling you to impact are not looking for perfection. They are looking for authenticity. They are searching for someone who has walked through fire and still carries light. Someone who has been through storms and still speaks peace. That someone is you. That's why the wait was long. That's why the wait was heavy. Because the calling is real. Please comment 777 if you're still carrying your light, even after the fire. There is still more coming. Don't think for a second that this is the final chapter. The story God is writing over your life is layered, beautiful, and far from finished. This is just the beginning of the revealing. There are still doors to open. Still assignments to complete. Still souls to reach. Still healing to bring. And you are not walking into these places empty. You're walking in with oil. Oil that came from crushing. Wisdom that came from weeping. Power that came from pressing in when everything told you to walk away.